Necrotic grips have always been one of those exotics that I never got around to using, and quite frankly, I was trolling because of this. Necrotics are actually a super fun exotic to use, especially on Strand Warlock. These work together in tandem so well, and it allows for a ton of suspense spam, as well as poison tick damage. Our gameplay loop is actually quite simple too. You just eat your grenade to proc Weaver's Trance and then have fun tossing around your melee and dealing damage with Weapons of Sorrow. Now let's hop into it. Starting in our subclass, we got the Needle Storm super ability. We got Healing Rift, Burst Glide, or whatever glide you want. I just like Burst Glide. Arcane Needle, and then Shackle Grenades. This will work with eating Arc Grenades. Mindspun Invocation will allow us to eat that grenade and proc Weaver's Trance, and then any final blow while Weaver's Trance is active will create a suspending detonation. The other aspect is going to be the Wanderer. Tangles you throw attached to targets and detonate into a suspending burst, building more into suspend, and anytime we destroy a tangle, it'll create a suspending burst after a short delay, and then final blows from Threadlinks will also create a tangle. Our first fragment is going to be Thread of Transmutation to create tangles while we have Woven Mail, and then Thread of Generation to get grenade energy anytime we deal damage, and then Thread of Warding, so anytime we pick up a Orb of Power, we're getting Woven Mail, and then finally Thread of Fury, damaging targets with a tangle grants melee energy. Stats we want to focus on here are going to be Resilience as number 1, then Recovery, and then Strength. We want to utilize our melee as much as possible, and because of the fragment that allows regeneration of grenades, simply from dealing damage, this will do wonders to get our grenades back thanks to all the poison tick damage we're doing. When it comes to weaponry to accompany this build, we have a ton of options when it comes to energy and heavies, and then because there are currently 4 Weapons of Sorrow in the game, we should be choosing from those 4. The Weapons of Sorrow that pair nicely with Necrotics, allowing them to chain poison even more, so choose Osteostriga, Thorn, Touch of Malice, or Necrochasm, depending on what champion you may want to stun, or just your favorite one. Then in the energy and heavy slot, choose what your heart desires, whether that's a fusion like Iterative Loop, or a trace rifle like Akaja's Dejection. Then in the heavy slot, make sure to bring your favorite there as well, whether that's a juicy roll of the new Cataphract Strand Gel from Trials, the Song of Iryu Arc LMG from Crota's End, or even the Apex Predator launcher from Last Wish. Now, because the artifact this season encourages us to play with balls, bring along communal pickups to decrease your tangle cooldown and get a strand weapon damage increase for 10 seconds. Also grab refreshing pickups to decrease the cooldown of one of your abilities, and then also bring along both Monochromatic Maestro and Elemental Munitions in the final columns for more weapon damage after hitting an enemy with a strand ability, and give yourself a chance to spawn special or heavy ammo from Tangle final blows respectively. Moving on over to the final part of our build, which is going to be the armor mods. On our helmet, we're going to be going with a kinetic siphon since we're going to be utilizing Weapons of Sorrow the most in this build. We want to be generating orbs when we get final blows with those. Then we have hands-on for our melee final blows to get super energy, and then powerful friends to help your allies get in armor charge every time you pick up an orb of power. Our gauntlets are going to have melee kickstart so we can get those melee charges back even faster, and then impact induction, so anytime we deal damage with a melee attack, our grenade cooldown will be reduced. On the chest piece, I like to have resistance mods on, but you can kind of throw whatever you'd like here. Just make sure you have some resistance so you can stay alive a little bit longer. On our boots, we're going to go with recuperation, elemental charge, and then invigoration. And then finally, on our class item, we're going to go with a distribution, so all of our ability cooldowns will be reduced when we use our class ability near targets. And then Reaper, so we can get another orb to spawn after we use our class ability. I'm honestly pretty mad at myself for sleeping on this build for so long. It's pretty strong and a ton of fun to use. I'm not sure how well it'll work in GMs or higher level content, but you can definitely try it out for yourself and let me know what you think. If you also have some improvements to the build, definitely sound those off in the comments below. This build will definitely be in my rotation from now on anytime I hop on my Warlock. Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and if you want to check out some more of my content, head to the description and check out my TikTok for short form content, and my Kick for live streaming content, where I stream 5 days a week playing with my community, helping with raids, GMs, dungeons, or even getting you to that spicy lighthouse. Also, if you're looking for some extra energy in your life to get through the workday, or to go get absolutely shredded in the gym, check out Freshen Up. They make incredible energy drinks that help you get through the day while providing no crash and have some great ingredients. Use code WALZER for 30% off your order until 9/24. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.